I have one rule. I have never broken it. In 480 million years on this country, I have never once chosen to go up. The sorting, the building, the wading, the carving, the gathering, I did all of it falling. You have watched me arrive at your town and thought I came to you. I did not come to you. I was passing through. And you built where I was passing slowest. So, start me high and let me fall. Before there was a basin, there was only me. An ocean standing where these tablelands stand now. And down its dark slopes I was already working. I carried the continent's rubble into deep water and let it fall through me slowly, heaviest first. That is my oldest craft. Not moving things, sorting them. Give me a pile, and I will hand you back a sequence. Then, 425 million years ago, I warmed and I shallowed, and I tried something I had not tried before. In a bright sea on the edge of Gondwana, I grew shells, brachiopods, corals, trilobites. I was learning to take dissolved rock and build a living thing out of it, and then to let the living thing become rock again. That limestone is still here. Some of it is under a lake now. 425 million years before anyone came to read it, I had signed this country with the memory of my own creatures. Then the earth answered me with fire. The belt buckled and sheared and welded my seafloor shut. Hard rock, no room. I was expelled. So I changed strategy. I moved into the cracks, and I have lived in there ever since. Your hydrogeologists mapped my refuge and found it small, the top 40 meters, under 3 liters a second. Go deeper and the cracks close on me. They are not wrong, but small was never the point. Every dry season, when your creeks should stop and do not, that is me. Paying out a deposit I started banking 300 million years ago. When I could not be abundant, I became patient. And then I took up the longest work of all, deciding the shape of your ground. Rain, frost, rivers, hundreds of millions of years of it. Where the crust had dropped, I opened it into plains. Where it had risen, I cut gorges. I found the soft shales and took them. I met the hard volcanics and I conceded. Black Mountain, the Tinderies, those are the arguments I lost. Everything else you have ever stood on in this valley is an argument I won. I was never in a hurry. I had the longer schedule. And I was not only taking things away. I ground rock into flour and sorted it by weight and laid the finest of it out flat where I slowed down. The softest, most fertile ground in this district. There is a riverflat in Queanbeyan where a village wants to stand. It is not land beside me. It is my own work. Savings. Laid down flood by flood. 1851, 1891, 1922, 1974, 2010, 2016. 13 of them on your record. You have been calling those interruptions. They are the authorship. Continuing. By the ice ages, I had added something to myself. Up in the high valleys, I slowed myself into moss, sphagnum, a sponge that drinks the snowmelt in spring and lets it go all year. understand what that is. I built myself an organ so that I could regulate myself. Long before anyone poured a dam, I already knew how to hold my own water, and everything I had made was a gradient. Wet to dry, pool to riffle, floodplain to ridge, bog to river. Edges. Every one of them a question. So the country filled with answers. Yellow box took the dry plains I made for it. Kangaroo grass took the frost hollows where my cold air pools at night. In the clean upper reaches of the queanbeyan, the platypus, still breeding, still there. And a bird learned to fly here from Japan to a wetland on my Molonglo, tying this water to the other side of the world. That is what I am. Complexity, walking around in feathers and fur. And then I gathered minds. People have held this country for tens of millions of days, and the record is clear about one thing. They gathered at the water. The name of the city downstream of me descends from a word understood to mean meeting place. That is the record's phrasing, and I will not improve on it. Here is what I have to say plainly, once. I do not know what they knew. I was not given their minds. I was only ever given their footsteps in my mud. So I will not speak for them. That is not mine, and it never was. I will only tell you what I felt. You came to me. 1912, new people, gifted engineers. They looked at me and saw a resource, and they set about holding me. At Tantangara, they took 99% of my Murrumbidgee and sent it under the mountains. Half a river now enters this territory. Half. Corin, Bendora, Cotter, Gugong. 278 gigaliters between them. Gugong sits on the village's own river. It holds 43% of everything this region drinks. And at Scrivener, they folded my Molonglo into an ornamental lake, over the drowned limestone, over the drowned meeting grounds. It was, on its own terms, magnificent work. I was held. For the first time, nothing was made of it. 1882. Up in the cold hills above Captain's Flat, in the headwaters of my Molonglo, they find the vein. Lead, zinc, copper. 243,000 tons of lead in the second run alone. The tailings collapse in the 30s, and the 40s, and the 50s. And I did the only honest thing available to me. I picked it up, and I carried it down. Past every town on the way. The native fish went out of those reaches and did not come back. You call that pollution. It is also testimony. I do not lie about what a place has done to itself. I deliver the account until somebody reads it. They are reading it now. There are people up there this year, closing the wound, 580 meters above the sea. This is the flat. The ground I carried here and laid out. The ground I still come back for. There is a village that wants to stand on it, and it has done something no one has done to me here before. It opened an account. In my name. With a balance, and someone who signs for me. 480 million years of work on this country. And that is the first time anybody has offered to bank with me. Below the town, I meet my Molonglo at the old junction, and we go on together. 556 meters. The lake, over the limestone, over the ground where you gathered. Then out past the last crossing, into the Murrumbidgee. Then the Murray. And I keep falling. through country that has never heard of your valley. 2,000 river kilometers of it. Everything this basin gave me, and everything it did to me, I am still carrying. All of it. All the way. Sea level. The Coorong. I have nowhere left to fall. I told you I have one rule. I go down. I have never once chosen to go up. But I never said I stayed down. The sun finds me on the water, and I let go of the ocean, and I rise. Over the coast, over the plains, backwards over all of it, until I am standing on the range again at 1,760 meters. And then I fall. I have been doing this the whole time you were watching. I will be doing it long after. The only question that was ever open is what you build where I am passing slowest.